Gout is a painful form of arthritis that occurs when high levels of uric acid in the blood cause crystals to form and accumulate in and around your joints. In this video, we will look at the foods that you need to avoid if you have gout and the foods that you should stick with for gout and arthritis pain. So stay with me till the end. And real quick guys, before we get started, it would mean the world to me if you hit the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and turn the bell on next to it to stay up to date with new weekly videos. In order to understand gout, we got to understand what purines are. Chemically speaking, purines and pyrimidines form the building blocks of DNA and play a key role in health. But purine bases also get broken down into uric acid, which can form crystals that accumulate in the joints and contribute to gout flare-ups, which can be very painful for some. This is why a low purine diet for gout is often recommended to help avoid any additional uric acid from entering the body. A low purine diet may also be beneficial for anyone with high uric acid levels in their blood, or what's known as hyperuricemia, who may not have gout, or may help stop other complications of hyperuricemia, such as kidney stones. So its benefits can go beyond that for gout. Let's start with the foods that you want to avoid. The first is your game meats. Not everyone has access to these meat. Specialties such as goose, veal, and venison are some of the reasons why gout was known in the Middle Ages as the rich man's disease, since they would eat a lot of exotic meats. Generally speaking, red meats are higher in purines than white meat. This includes your organ meats like tongue and kidney. These are known to increase the risk of recurrent gout attacks. Secondly, let's talk about fish. Fish that are in cold waters like tuna, herring, and sardines, as well as your shellfish like shrimp, oysters, lobsters, and crabs, are going to be higher in purines than your king salmon and Alaskan sockeye salmon, which is considered to be low in purines. Thirdly, it's going to be your yeast extracts. Marmite, Vegemite, and Vitamin R contain yeast extracts and are known to be high in purines. Avoid these to reduce uric acid levels. This is exactly why beer can lead to a gout flare-up. It contains both alcohol, which can inhibit the body's ability to excrete uric acid, and brewer's yeast, which is high in purine. Fourth is going to be alcohol, obviously. Most alcoholic beverages are not advised on a gout diet. Fifth is going to be your white bread, or really any carb that is quickly digested and absorbed can raise blood sugar levels, which in turn can increase uric acid levels. So you want to avoid refined versions like your white rices, cookies, and cake. And lastly, number 6, your sugary foods, beverages, and ketchups that contain high fructose corn syrup. When the body breaks down fructose, it releases purines. Interesting on this note, a high intake of even naturally occurring fructose also increase the risk of developing gout. For example, consuming 2 or more glasses of fruit juice each day increased the risk by 81%, and eating an apple or orange a day increased the risk by 64%. Now let's move on to the foods that you should be getting in. The first being vegetables. Now the interesting point I wanted to make is that purine-rich vegetables might actually be okay, since the benefits outweigh the risks. The reason being is because eating veggies can help you reach and maintain a healthy weight, and it also provides your body with important vitamins and minerals. It was once believed that you should avoid vegetables like asparagus, beans, lentils, and mushrooms, and spinach because they can be high in purines. But there is an argument that they may be fine, but if you absolutely wanted to play it safe, these are the veggies that are high in purines, with arugula, bok choy, and turnips on that list. Your other green vegetables should be okay. Secondly is going to be coffee. Now you may have heard that coffee is acidic, but the type of acid in coffee is very different from uric acid. In fact, drinking coffee daily can reduce your uric acid levels by slowing the breakdown of purine into uric acid, and also speeds the rate that it's eliminated in the body. And that is coming from a systematic review and meta-analysis which showed us that moderate coffee intake might be advocated for primary prevention of hyperuricemia and gout in both genders, which is awesome. Thirdly, I'm going to put fruit back on here, but with one caveat: low fructose containing fruit that is citrusy. And although more research is needed, some studies have shown evidence that vitamin C may be an effective way to reduce the frequency of gout flare-ups. The ones I would stick with are grapefruit, as long as you have no interactions with it, your medicines, pineapples, kiwi, and lemon juice. The fourth food is cherries. Researchers have found that cherry consumption and 100% tart cherry juice lower serum uric acid levels and can reduce the risk of flare-ups. there was a great sample size of 633 individuals with gout who had cherry intake over a 2-day period. Their results were associated with a 35% lower risk of gout attacks compared with no intake, which I thought was awesome. And lastly, number 5, curcumin, specifically 1,000 milligrams of curcumin a day for 8 to 12 weeks, which comes from the systematic review and meta-analysis of randomized controlled trials over 29 different articles, which showed scientific evidence that 8 to 12 weeks of standardized turmeric extracts, typically 1,000 milligrams a day of curcumin treatment, can reduce arthritis symptoms, mainly pain and inflammation-related symptoms, and result in similar improvements of the symptoms as ibuprofen and diclofenac sodium. And the one I would go with is the one by Thorne, which uses the phospholipid version of curcumin. There are more than 30 clinical trials with this product right here and provides 29 times more greater absorption than your other typical curcumins on the market, not to forget to mention Thorne's high commitment to quality. You can actually find it in my Thorne store down below. You could also check out their joint support nutrient bottle, which includes MSM, glucosamine, boswellia, and curcumin, which are all proven to help with inflammation if you wanted an extra kick. There you can also shop my entire supplement store and my top 3 favorite supplements. In addition to this guide, it's also important to stay hydrated and drink plenty of water during the day. Getting enough water will help promote the excretion of uric acid through the urine to prevent it from building up in the body. Always keep a glass of water on hand or try setting reminders to drink more water throughout the day. Sometimes it is difficult to remember to do that. But I'm actually more curious to hear from you guys though. What are your thoughts on gout and arthritis? Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. In the meantime, like the video if you found it useful, and I'll see you guys on the next one.